Hey guys, and welcome back to the Auto Loons channel, back with some more Hot Wheels 1/64 scale diecast collection. Now this one here is completely different compared to the ones I showed you in the last two videos. This is only some of the newest stuff I have. As some of you can probably already tell, this is a little trio of Porsches. They're all 2019 models. I got them all recently, so that's why they're all in very good condition compared to some of the older models I've been showcasing. Let's get into it. That's a 356A Outlaw, that's a 917 LH, and that's a 997 generation 911 GT2. Time frames: 356 was or the 356A was first built in 1955. The 917 LH was a race car for 1970s, and this was in production between 2007 and 2012. Well, not the GT2 itself, but the base model, which was the 997 generation, the predecessor to the 991.2 generation, which went on for a while. We're gonna start with the car I have the least information on, which is the 356A Outlaw. So this original design first came out in 2016, which was from a collaboration between Hot Wheels and Magnus Walker. Magnus Walker of Porsche fame. Like, he has some of the coolest ever Porsches, modified and unmodified classic Porsches, all usually like driving centric, like just extreme drivers cars. So this is in a fantastic finish, this particular model. It's a new model, so you can see like all the decals are quite pristine, the detailing of the deep dish wheels, so you could say the indents for the air-cooled engine, which would be in the back because it's a Porsche. Yeah, so the thing is, I couldn't find that much about this specific, but I did get to know that the original Porsche 356 was first put into production in 1948. Then they had like a facelift with lots of nips and tucks, which was the 356A, which is what this is based on, of course. And then what makes it an Outlaw is that it's based on an original 1955 or 1950s 356A, but then been modified to be driven today and to look more race-inspired, race-focused. Hence the decals, the extra sporty elements in the bumpers, the wheels. I think it's a stripped-out interior, whereas the original car was just like a sports coupe. Not a whole lot of detailing on the underside, but it's rear-wheel drive, so you could see mainly the drivetrain components here. Dual tip exhaust. It's got a very nice classic 50s kind of sloping roof design. Of course, the original 956, sorry, the 356. I'm just so used to saying 9 when it's a Porsche. The 356 looked its best in its convertible form, the cabriolet, but I don't have that one yet. But this one looks pretty cool too. I didn't get to figure out what Magnus Walker's 356A has in terms of performance, but I did find out from Wikipedia that the original 356A was one of the first ones to get the Carrera 4-cylinder engine, the Boxster engines, and the biggest engine option with the 356A was the 1.6 liter air-cooled engine, which made around 59 or 60 horsepower and about 110 newton-meters of torque, which was pretty good for back then, and it was very lightweight. Obviously, not really carbon or modern materials or modern composites, but just good old sheet work, which is what makes it such a gorgeous piece of design. The updated 2019 version of the Hot Wheels model adds these extra details, like the vents for the air-cooled engine and this little fuel filler cap as well. So yeah, this is definitely like a classic Porsche, one that I didn't actually know about until I had it. And the reason I picked it up was because it was part of the multi-pack exclusive, in which I got this and the original Honda NSX, which is why we're going to move on straight to this one. And I'll admit, it was a bit of a mistake, because the thing is, I saw these stripes, the center stripes, and I was like, that's a GT2RS. So the rear scoops, as a GT2RS. Now in the box you can't really see much apart from like this, right? And like this is also not that clear because of the multi-pack packing. I just saw this and I saw center, like, oh, it's a GT2RS, and while I was right that it's a GT2RS, it's not the one I thought it was. I thought it was a 991.2 GT2, but it turns out to be actually the previous model, the last gen model, which was the 997 generation 911 GT2, which was the fastest version of that car. So it has the YZAC package. You can see some of the cross framing there. The detailing is nice, two-seater. You can see the steering wheel also. And there, that seems to have a bit of a scaffolding kind of look to it, or maybe I just broke it. So yeah, another thing I want to do. So this is also finished in a very nice red, I think gloss finish is what I would call it. It has actual like little plastic bits for light bulbs rather than just like sticker design again, so I love that extra detail. The gold rims with the gold highlights of the blacked out rims with the red and the black stripe works really well as a color combo for the model. It has the more aggressive aero package, which you can tell from these vents up here, the front dam, the air scoops in the rear wheel arches, and the fixed rear wing, and dual exhaust. In terms of figures, plenty to talk about. I mean, easily available. The 997 GT2RS was powered by a 3.6 liter twin turbo flat six that made 523 horsepower and 680 Nm torque. More impressively, it came with a 6-speed manual. That's right, rear wheel drive, way over 520 horsepower, almost 7 Nm of torque, and a 6-speed manual. Now that's a proper Porsche. It had a top speed of 328 km per hour, 0 to 100 kph in 3.6 seconds, and it was, I think, the third ever, or Porsche's third production car that could do more than 200 miles per hour. So in that case, in that sense, a very special car, the 997 GT2RS. Speaking of special, we can now move on to this one, the 917. But it's not the 917 we all think of, associated especially with the movie, the Le Mans credits. I mean, the Le Mans credentials, Steve McQueen. It's a version of that one. It's not that exact 917. In fact, it's also special to me because I saw this at my grocery store, and I saw it. I was like, oh, cool, but I was like, I'm too old for this. I won't pick it up. I was like, it's a Hot Wheels. I won't pick it up. And a few trips in, I was like, you know what? It'd be cool to have the 917, even if it's in a sort of affordable, small die-cast model. I don't need to have the $500 models just now. You can just enjoy this one. And it's not bad. I mean, it was one of the first modern Hot Wheels I bought, so of course I wasn't that impressed with the finish. It doesn't feel as sturdy as the old ones you've been seeing in the previous videos, but it's still a decent finish. It has the little plastic bits for headlamps rather than paint-ons. It has the detailing of the louvers, the detailed vents over the front wheel arches, the tiny cabin, the central windscreen like any race car. You can even see the little driver space there. A lot of decent detailing. Also, paintwork is a huge sort of like degrade over the years in terms of quality. Not many stickers to speak of. It's in the iconic Gulf livery with the blue and orange stripe, number 18. But if you can just see that Gulf sticker is already starting to wear off a little bit. It's kind of disappointed with that, but otherwise looks quite timeless. Now what this is the 917 LH, where an LH stands for Lange Heck, which is German for long tail. So that's why you could see the Steve McQueen one would end around here, and but this one is the long tail version, which also has like the joint extended rear end with the fixed spoiler. These were made between 1970 and 1971, and only 5 of these long heck 917s were built for racing in certain formats of WEC, on certain kind of tracks. This particular model, according to Hot Wheels, is a replica of the car driven by Pedro Rodriguez and Jackie Oliver at the 1971 Le Mans under the team of JW Automotive Engineering. And it set the fastest qualifying lap record of that time, of 3 minutes 13 seconds, or 3 minutes 13.9, which for Circuit de la Sarthe in 1970 is pretty damn quick. I think the back straight is where this thing would have the advantage of just how slippery it would be through the air because of its long heck or long tail design, which is usually what most long tail cars are designed for, to go faster in a straight line. Unfortunately, the 917K was the far more popular, well-known version of the 917, which was the one that won the 1970 Le Mans and was starred in the 1971 Steve McQueen movie called Le Mans. Even the LH is powered by, I think, the same engine, a 4.9 liter flat 12. Exact power outputs aren't exactly available easily online, so I can't give you that right now, but yeah, definitely another piece of motorsport history. Reason I didn't kind of include it in the previous ones is because the batch of the model, this is a 2019 make, those were original first editions, 2000 and pre-2000 model, and I figured since they're all 2019, it would be better to have this trio of Porsches together rather than have them separated by which era they're from. So you might see one or two of these return in a different video discussing a different format of cars in my collection. But I think it's only fair that the 3 icons could have got their own video for now, their own episode. And that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this type of video, or if there's anything else you would like to know about these Hot Wheels diecast models. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.